Let's talk about books. And when was the last time that you picked a book to read for leisure? Now, reading habits for leisure have been declining across the world for many reasons, primarily the advent of digital technologies, declining attention spans, and time constraints brought about by the sheer hassle of modern life. Now, this declining reading habits prompted an innovative theme for this year's World Book Day, which encourages people to focus on reading by connecting books to their personal interests. Even with that decline in reading habits, it doesn't mean people around the world don't pick up books anymore. As I found out from my interactions with my colleagues here at CGTN and at our partner station TV47, there's still a lot of love going around for books.
So join us as we talk to authors and readers, exploring what inspires authors to write and what brings readers on board, and the importance of reading.
This is my current read, We Are All Birds of Uganda by Hafsa Zayan. It explores the long-lasting effects of colonialism, cultural identity, racial tensions through two different time frames. The past, the 20th century Uganda, and the present-day London.
I'm currently reading Jerome Corsi's Atomic Iran, for obvious reasons. It's a book that I've always wanted to read. I first got to know about it, I think 6 years ago, and I wanted to just get to learn a bit of the history of the squabbles that exist between Iran and the Western world. I didn't get it then. When the current situation emerged again, I thought, you know what, I want to get that book and just to get the history of Iran.
I'm currently reading The Havoc of Choice by Wanjiru Koinange. It's about the post-election violence that happened in Kenya in 2007. The story is real, but the characters are fictional. I'm not really choosy when it comes to books, as long as it's not a romantic book. I read all kinds of genres. So when I saw this title, I got interested.
I'm reading a book called Hope Beyond Tomorrow, written by Mark Finlay. He writes about the importance of giving people hope. And you know, without hope, there's nothing to really look forward to. When you read a book that is 103 pages, it may take you 3-4 days, but the impression will last you a lifetime.
People are consuming so much short-form content. I stick to books because they serve as a great escape too from reality. Also a break from screen time, and also a break from, you know, work and chores. So it's just an escape.
Books are important because as far as I'm concerned, in my own story, I developed a very early good command of the English language because of reading. So reading enabled me to develop a very good command of the English language, not just speaking it, but also writing it.
You see, the way they tell kids you need to read is the same thing for adults. There's a lot that you can actually gain from reading. And one of the things I love about reading is there's a variety of sectors in the book world that you can select from. It could be fiction, it could be self-improvement. So I'm gravitating more towards Kiswahili these days because I feel I've read a lot of English, so I need to improve my language skills in Swahili, and that's where I am moving towards.
The moment you start reading, you realize that your knowledge was very, very limited. I can tell you, for someone who writes, you cannot write if you're not reading.
This is the only way we can pass knowledge permanently.
The culture is not as much as it used to be before, and I think that has led to some lagging in terms of especially how people express themselves, learning vocabulary, just being able to even become creative. I think books give people that chance to be able to immerse into their creative side.
If you're a young person who doesn't go to school, who has finished school, or who's going to school, all you need to do is to look at your day, take a panoramic view of your day and say, from 8 a.m. to 4 o'clock, I'm in class. So what do I want to do between 4 o'clock up to the time I go to bed, probably around 11 p.m. in the night? Just spend 1 hour or 30 minutes reading every day. I'll tell you that cumulatively, in just 1 week, you'll be shocked by how much you have read and how much you know, and the difference that makes in terms of the knowledge levels you then accumulate.
Now we have writers, African writers, so if you have the culture of reading, I encourage you to read stories from Africa.
And there you have it. The reading culture is still alive and thriving around the world, and books are still of immense value to several people. As we celebrate this World Book Day, tell us how you're celebrating the day and let us know in the comments which book you're reading.